2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee 3.7 liter engine. Putting the head on. Finally, it's been a while coming. But it's not easy to do by yourself because the intake manifold gets in the way. You need somebody to hold this thing up so you can line up all the water jackets and bolt holes down here. So here I am, waiting for somebody to get over here and give me a hand. Sit here and look at it, do nothing else for a bit. Finally got that second head on there because got some help to show.
Yeah, hey.
Now got to torque it down, put everything up here all together. Soon it will be able to start. Torquing down this head, you want to be sure and torque these 8 big bolts first at 20 foot-pounds. 20 foot-pounds. And repeat the torque sequence again and again and again until it stays at 20 foot-pounds. After that, then you do some angle torquing. For these smaller head bolts right here, there's 4 of them, 10 millimeter size. They need to be torqued at 10 foot-pounds or 120 inch-pounds after you've tightened all these to 20 foot-pounds. Found a 1/4 inch torque wrench. Works good for that, no need for a 1/2 inch. And 120 inch-pounds. That's what it should be, that's 10 foot-pounds.
3 wires, they look to be broken off over here.
Right there.
More broken wires?
Huh?
You found more broken wires? Yeah, I think I found the 3 that broke off.
Are they red and...
Huh?
Are they red and dirty and gray?
Yeah, green. Red, dirty, and green, I believe.
Well, that'd be awesome if you found where they go. Got both heads all torqued down. Fuel injectors in place. Timing's all set, both sides. Now, I'm gonna replace the valve cover gaskets. Can't find the ground strap for that head over there. Back behind the engine somewhere. Got one on that head, still can't find that one. Valve covers here. Replaced all the old O-rings here. Still got the gaskets themselves to do. I was tightening up the bolts on the valve cover here. Just a little bit here, all the way around and around and around. Didn't get very tight at all. And broke it. Now I need to replace this part. So bad. Well, I can only do one side valve cover because the gaskets, I have 2 sets of new gaskets and neither one of them fit right here. So now I'm stuck till I can get something that fits or new valve covers. Anyway, here I sit. Got one valve cover, the gaskets don't fit. One valve cover broken. So now looks like I need to go to junkyard, get 2 valve covers, unless I can order some. Anyway, so close to being able to start this thing, but so far away. There's not a lot of work I can do on this Jeep until I get the valve cover gaskets I need, but clean this up, you know, give it a acid bath and vinegar overnight, and I didn't sandblast it. I think maybe I'll just leave it this color. Took off the water pump, we'll replace that. Put the throttle body back on there, change the gasket behind the throttle body. Maybe that big thing right there I will put on here today. I don't know. Not much of a hurry until I get the valve cover gaskets so I can start hooking things up anyway. Decided to put this together as much as I can while I'm waiting for parts, but I'm doing it real slow, taking my time, taking all these bolts and cleaned them up, made everything look close to new, although I did not sandblast this, so it doesn't look new or pretty like the heads do. But it's pretty good, coming along well. It's a little bit windy, so I don't know if you can hear me or not. Putting this thing back together, got the timing chain cover all tightened down, water pumps on, tightened down, alternators on, tightened down, tensioner pulley and idler pulley all tightened down. Next, going to work on the thermostat housing and put the crank pulley on. Pretty soon I should be able to put the power steering pump on, but I want to degrease everything in here after I get the thermostat housing put on so that everything's clean. But I like the looks of this so far, looking good. Time is almost 6 o'clock in the evening now. Still haven't received valve cover gaskets, so I can't go a whole lot further. I got the crank pulley on here. Power steering pump is all degreased, well, mostly degreased. I'll finish that later when I can mount it up here. But this is all I can do for now until I get my valve cover gaskets. And I should be able to put this thing together pretty quick the rest of the way. Finally, my new valve cover gaskets came, and these fit all the way inside this groove, all the way around. Nothing hanging over the edge, no misaligned stuff. Now I can put this thing together a lot easier. Nice pretty blue color stands out. This one's sitting in there, it's not tightened, but now I can get the valve covers on so I can hook up all the wiring and try to get this thing started. These are the ignition coils for each one of the spark plugs. Cleaned them all up, tried to make them look good as new, because nice and pretty clean parts put back on. I don't want to, leave something dirty. Anyway, I cleaned up all the O-rings on the fuel injectors, cleaned off the fuel rail, put it all back together. All spark plugs are in. Now I'm going to put in those holes right there, all 6 of them, the ignition coils. Coming along good. All 6 of the coils are on. You can see they go right on top of the intake manifold there. 3 on the driver's side point toward the back, 3 on the passenger side point towards the front. Looking pretty. She's almost ready to start. I still need to change the oil, put a belt on, put the fan back in, put some coolant in it. But all the wires are connected to the injectors and the coils. The ECU is all connected. Air conditioner's all connected. All accessories are bolted on. Heater hoses are on. Radiator hose is on. But I have not yet tightened up the crank bolt. But I bet if I was to hook that battery on, try to start it right now, it'd start. We'll find out soon. All right, changed the oil filter, brand new one. Clean oil to wet the new gasket on there so it doesn't stick later. Also wipe down your drain tray so you don't get some ghost drips later and think you got an oil leak. Braking development here was kind of disappointing, and I was like, oh crap, man. But as I was draining the oil out of this engine, first thing came out, bunch of antifreeze. That told me, oh man, this thing blew a head gasket. I was really disappointed. I think, oh, now I got to change the head gaskets. But good thing is, I already determined that's why the cam spun its gear off, was because it was trying to compress water instead of air. That's the damage that was done to this engine. So, lucky me, all the water came out with the oil. Woohoo! I haven't tried starting this yet. I've turned the key on a couple times, trying to build up fuel pressure, make sure fuel is all inside the system, and I can bleed out any air from the fuel rails. Now I get steady fuel coming out of there. No more air. This thing should start up. All right, here we go. Get the keys in here. Key. See if this thing starts, shall we? Huh? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna start it yet. My beautiful daughter here is about to run the camera for me, so we can see if this
Can I like de-edit the video?
start, you know. I can't wait to see what happens.